Hi there and welcome. Yes, we are making air fried green tomatoes. I finally got my hands on some beautiful green tomatoes. If you don't have a garden and have a friend or neighbor that does, try hitting them up for a few. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you out. If that fails, check out your local farmer's market if you have one in your area. Before we get started, the air fryer that I will be using today is the Cook's Essentials 5.3 quart. It is 1700 watts. With that, let's go ahead and get started. My tomatoes are washed and ready to go. I'm going to be using a serrated knife. It's going to make it much easier to slice these because these green tomatoes are pretty hard. I think I'll start with this big guy right here. I'm going to cut the top off. Now you can make these as thick or thin as you like. I'm going to go for about 1/4 of an inch. Like that. It's a little thicker on that end. I'm going to try to do better. I cut up 6 slices. Now tomatoes have a lot of moisture in them. I have them placed on my wire rack. You don't need a wire rack, but you are going to want to put them on some paper towels because we're going to want to draw out a lot of the moisture because we don't want a soggy fried green tomato. I have some salt here. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit over each one of these, and then I'm going to flip them over and do the other side. The salt will help draw out the moisture on these tomatoes. Once I let these sit here for about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to take some paper towels and I'm going to blot each one of these dry. While our tomatoes are sitting, let's go ahead and start our dredging station. I have about 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to that. I have some kosher salt. That's a good teaspoon. And now I'm going to add some black pepper. Probably have a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper here now. I'm just going to give that a good mix. Since I'm only doing 6 slices of green tomato, I think I could get by with 1 egg. And I'm going to add some milk to this. It's probably a good 1/4 of a cup. And I'll beat this all up. And in this dish here, I'm going to add some cornmeal. Again, I'm only doing 6 slices right now. So if you need more, just add more. I'm going to start off with that. That should be good. Now let's go check on our tomatoes. I don't know if you can see here the moisture on the paper towel that has dripped off, but we do still definitely need to blot these dry to the best of our ability with some paper towels. I will finish the rest of these up and we'll get started on breading them. The first thing we are going to do, we're going to take a tomato and go into the flour, and we want to coat this well. What we need to do next is dip our slices of tomato into the egg and then into our cornmeal. I'm going to coat that well on both sides. Drip off the excess and into our cornmeal. Tap that in there good, turn it over and get the other side. Get the sides of the tomato. Just like that. My camera shut off. I went ahead and sprayed the tops of these tomatoes with some olive oil. Now we are ready to pop these in the air fryer. Right, I have the air fryer set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Halfway through, we will go ahead and check them to see if they're ready to be flipped. I'm going to make a dipping sauce for the fried green tomatoes. You actually don't need any sauce for this. You can eat it as is. It's going to be a little spicy. I'm not going to make a big batch, probably about a half a cup of sauce. I'm going to use a very small clove of garlic. I'm going to mince that up very finely. I'm going to use about half of a cup of mayonnaise. I have my finely chopped garlic. I will add that in. And I'm going to add a good heaping tablespoon of sriracha chili sauce. A little bit of lemon juice. That was about a tablespoon, and I have a seed to get that out of there. And finally, just a little bit of kosher salt. And that's it. All we got to do is mix that right up. Give that a taste to see if I need to add anything. Perfect. We are 8 minutes in on the first side. Let's take a peek. Okay, we are not ready. I want these a nice golden brown. So I'm going to pop these back in. Probably let them go the remaining 7 minutes. And then I'll give them a flip. Our 15 minutes is done. So what I did, I took a peek at these in between our time, and I did spray them more with some olive oil because they were looking a little dry. I will go ahead and flip these over now. Okay, I have these flipped, and I sprayed this side with some olive oil. I just went ahead and set the timer for 10 minutes. I have a feeling we're not going to need to go that long, but who knows. Again, my temperature's at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 5 minutes in, I'll go ahead and check these out. I will definitely let you know how long this took. Let's give this a taste. Wow. This is delicious. It has a little bit of tartness. Definitely crunchy. I can taste that cornmeal. Have my sriracha mayo here. I'm going to put a little bit on top of this one. Wow. Good. That goes very well with this. Oh my gosh, so good. So I do hope you give this a try. Definitely, if you like breaded fried squash, you're absolutely gonna love this. If you are looking for more air fryer recipes, you can run over and check these out next, and I will meet you over there. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.